Hey there and happy full moon. I am going to be working on a healing releasing ceremony for myself this full moon, and I want to share it with you guys to hopefully maybe inspire you about different ways that you can add new things to your releasing ceremonies at the full moon. So today's ceremony is going to be one of burning fears and releasing things through the power of fire. I have a couple herbs and stuff here that I'm working with as well, and I'd love to share them all with you. I work with the angelic realm primarily, but I am also calling in the fae and the unicorns in this ritual so that they can all be working with me. So first things first, I'm going to ask that all of the beings I'm work with to please join me. Angels and unicorns and fae. The wish and sun fae are mainly the ones stepping forward now. And if you guys would please create a circle and a bubble of protection around us as we do this ceremony today. Allow it to protect us from anything that wishes to harm us and bounce back and reflect anything that does not serve us or our highest good. I highly recommend whenever you're about to do very vulnerable ceremonies and rituals that you create that protection around you. So we're going to go ahead and create that protection around us now. Just a beautiful iridescent light around all of us. And now we're going to ask the moon to please join us here in this ceremony too, with her power and her light and all of her luminescence. Thank you, moon, for being here with us. Thank you, angels, unicorns, and fae. I appreciate you all and the love that you give. Thank you so much for your support in this releasing and healing ceremony today. Now, normally this is a ceremony that I'd love to do outside, but unfortunately it is a very windy day today, which A, is not great when you're working with fire, and B, is not great when you're trying to film. So instead I am working within my own personal space right beside my altar instead. This is a very sacred space for me to be able to do this sort of work in. So first we're going to start with the materials that I will be using during my ceremony today. So first I have a fireproof dish that I'm going to be doing all of my work on so that I do not cause any problems. Everybody loves to cleanse with fire, but nobody likes to cleanse out their entire home and not have one anymore. So always make sure you're being fire safe. I do have water within reach, so if anything goes out of control, I can take care of it in that moment. Next thing I have is I have a white candle, and I currently have it standing in a jar of sand. That's just to hold it up so that I can work with it safely. Around the candle I have already scattered some little sprigs of fir, because fir is a great releasing herb / tree, so I have that available for me. Next I also have some pine needles. Pine also is a great releasing herb. I do have a ebook all about the different herbs and what they can do in smoke cleansing. If you'd like to go check out my website lexienter.com and learn more about those, buy that ebook and also learn how to bake your own herb sticks and how to use them. So that I have the fir and I have pine. I also have my stick of Palo Santo here available. This is one that was ethically sourced by a friend of mine and then given to me as a gift. I am currently just using that piece. As far as, I also have this, so here's one of my favorite cheater hacks when it comes to doing magic. You don't have to have every single herb in its purest form, right? I actually have this stash tea bag. It's called Chamomile Nights, and inside of it has chamomile flowers, spearmint, and lotus in it. A little bit of lotus flavor. So chamomile and mint are both very, very great cleansing herbs, really great for purification and peace. So I'm going to be using the contents of this tea bag as part of my ceremony today. And plus it absolutely smells fantastic, so I can't wait to have this out. So that's as far as herbs go. I also have some clary sage essential oils that I'm going to be using to help anoint my candle today. Sage, as you know, is a very great releasing herb as well. I have a tourmalated quartz tower that I will be using. Black tourmaline is a great protection crystal, and then quartz is known as the amplifier. So this is going to help protect me as I am releasing all of these things. I also have selenite, which everybody knows is a great cleansing crystal. Have my wand of it there. And then I have a little bit more clear quartz. This is a clear quartz cluster that I was given. So I'm also going to have that available in this ceremony. And then finally I have this small falcon statue because I am going to be asking him to help carry away what it is that I'm releasing today. So that's as far as the little bits and bobs around the candle that I'm doing. And then the last piece that I have here is my paper. So this is some beautiful wish paper that was designed for me by the amazing Katelyn over at Bits and Bob's Divination, and I'm going to drop a link to her YouTube page and Instagram in the description box. But she makes these gorgeous papers, and if you order one of her snail mail readings, which I did, and it's beautiful, you can have her put some of this amazing paper in as well. She created for me Lotus Healing paper, and what's in it is recycled papers, full moon papers, crushed river shells, and strings of attachments. So I went ahead and I already wrote on it all the things that I'm wishing to release. So just some examples of ideas of what you can be released. You can be releasing certain moments. You can be releasing certain people, disappointments, failures that you believe you've had, and anything else that you really just wish to not be a part of your life anymore. That is what you want to be putting on this paper before we burn it. So I've written on mine, and I went ahead and folded it in half so it stays personal for me, and we are ready to begin our ritual. So first things first, just kind of rearrange things a little bit here. I am going to be decorating this candle. So I have a white candle for purity reasons, but if you want to use any other color that you're feeling called to, just kind of do some research on what the color means, and you can go ahead and use whatever is being shown to you. So first we're going to start with our oil, the Clary Sage Essential Oil. I'm just going to go ahead and put a drop on my finger, and I am going to go about halfway down the candle and push down the oil down to where it is meeting the dirt. Pushing the energy of this candle down into the ground, really grounding the energy into this space. So all that happens with this candle is firmly rooted here in the earth plane. Then another drop of oil, and I'm going to instead go up, sending the intentions up to the heavens, to the cosmos, to anywhere they belong, to the angelic realm especially for me. So I've got that up. Sage smells so good. Okay, so we've anointed that candle. So I'm going to take my pine needles here that I've got, and I'm just going to lay those around the base of the candle as well. And then I'm going to take this tea bag that I told you, like I said, Chamomile Night Spice Stash. It has chamomile flowers and spearmint and some lotus in it. And I'm going to open that tea bag now, and I am just going to pour it in my hand is probably best. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to get some of these herbs on the candle and just run them in circles around the candle so that there's an even distribution of these beautiful herbs all around the candle, including their energy in this. Now, if you wanted to, you could choose to lay all your herbs out on a plate, anoint your candle with the oil, and then roll the candle in the herbs. I have chosen not to do that today just because honestly this is a quicker, easier, and a little bit less messy way to do it. And plus then I don't have to work on getting it back into the dirt on camera because sometimes that doesn't work out great. Okay, so we've herbed up that candle really, really well. And I've got my fireproof plate here, and I'm going to put my fireproof plate right beside. Let's go ahead and just let you focus on the ritual now. So I went ahead and put my plate here right beside, and I do have some more pine needles on this plate, just so as I rest my burning paper there, then I'm still getting the purity there. Okay, so our next step is going to be to place our crystals around. So the selenite's going to be a wand that I'm going to use later, but I'm going to place my tourmalated quartz over here on the far side of the candle and my clear quartz cluster over on the other side, creating a point of balance across. And then I am going to place my falcon here at the front of the plate so that he can be ready to carry through any intentions that we have. So, I am going to be taking my matches now and saying a prayer as I flick it. Angels, please be with me now. If I can get my match to light. There it goes. And then we're going to go ahead and light our candle. Gonna rest that there and allow the candle to start burning, and as it does, it's going to be burning some of those herbs that are attached to the candle and the sage, releasing into the air its intentions. And as that begins to burn, I'm going to go ahead and light my Palo Santo as well. Just clear the space before we actually do our healing work today. Clear any impure intentions, anything that will not assist with our healing today. There we go. Rest that on the fire safe. And then we're just going to let our candle burn for a second. And while we burn, we're going to go ahead and state our intentions. Angels, unicorns, and fae, and all other beings of light who wish to help with this healing today, please be with me now. Thank you so much for your love and your support and all that you do. Thank you for being here with me, for your guidance and for your protection. Please help me to release these things now. Help me to heal and be my brightest self. Help me to guide towards my intentions at the purest way, and please help my highest self reach all of its goals here in this world. Thank you so much. So as I said, I already folded in half to make it private, but I'm also going to go ahead and fold it in thirds again. 3 is the perfect number, so we're going to go ahead and fold that into thirds. Angels, please join me in releasing these energies. Unicorns, please join me in releasing these energies. Fae, please join me in releasing these energies now. We're going to go ahead and just let them burn away. Burn away and release. Be very careful as you're doing this. Please do not burn yourself. If you choose to do a fire ceremony of any sort, and just allow it to burn down. And as this paper burns away, it is releasing all that I wish to release. Thank you so much, angels, for being here. Thank you so much, unicorns, for being here. And thank you so much, Fae, for all of your love, all your support, and all of the healing that you provide. Thank you so much for all that you do, the purity you bring. I love and appreciate you all. I release from me now everything I intend, everything that no longer serves me. It is free from me now, and I am free. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you all. Allow your paper to burn all the way. The beautiful thing about this paper that was made for me by Katelyn of Bits and Bobs is that the paper burns just absolutely amazingly. So it's perfect for releasing work like this. And now it's gone. Everything that was holding me, everything that I wrote here is now gone. It no longer is affecting me. It is no longer a part of my life. I'm amplifying all of this energy with the fire and with the quartz crystals. This is a very simple releasing ritual that you too can do. You do not need to have all the supplies that I have. I just chose to use the things that I did. But go ahead and buy a tea bag and a candle. It can be even a tea candle or any other candle that you have access to. Grab some paper that burns well and someplace safe to burn it, and you should be good to go. Thank you, Falcon, for taking away all of these things, and thank you, angels and unicorns and fae, for all of your support. And thank you, viewers, for watching this. If you have anything you'd like to learn more about this ceremony, go ahead and mention it in the comment section below, and I'll be happy to talk to you more about any of the information that the angels have given me to do this ritual today. So lots of love to you guys. I hope you have a beautiful full moon, and I will talk to you all very soon. Mwah!